Morning, folks. Ron Ray here with Turning 65 Solutions. And we are coming up on the 2025 going into 26 annual election period for Medicare. That's a big deal in our business. It's a big deal for seniors who are on Medicare. That's that time from October 15th through December 7th, where if you have a Medicare Advantage plan or a standalone Medicare prescription drug plan, a PDP, that's the time when you can make changes to your plan, because all of those plans change. New plans come in, old plans go away, current plans change, plans consolidate. Lots of changes coming up for 2026. We don't know what they all are yet. They haven't released all the new plans for us to see. It is currently August 27th. We're getting real close, and you should be getting what's known as your annual notice of change, that ANOC letter, in the mail sometime shortly after September 1st. Be on the lookout for that. They send that to you before they send it to us. You're going to get that news before we get it, but as soon as we get it, we're going to bring that news to you specifically for each plan that we work with, and maybe some plans that we don't work with. But one big development that just happened about a month ago, one announcement that we were anticipating, a yes or no on this, was will they continue the Medicare Part D Premium Stabilization Demonstration Program? That's a big, long way of saying, or big, long name for bailout of the Inflation Reduction Act on Medicare Part D. If you'll recall, in 2022, the Biden administration, Congress, passed and signed into law the Inflation Reduction Act. And that had some staged, some graduated changes made to Medicare Part D prescription drug program. The biggest of which went into effect this year, 2025, in January. That was, number one, a $35 cap on all insulin used for diabetes, $35 monthly out-of-pocket cap on all insulin across the board. Had a cap previously. That was put into place by the first Trump administration, but it didn't include all insulin, and not all plans were subject to it. More plans got into it. The Inflation Reduction Act put it from 2022. It went into effect in 2025. All insulin across the board, $35 monthly cap on insulin. That's a good thing. That helps a lot of people. That's not the big one. The big one was it also placed a $2,000 cap on your total out-of-pocket for the year for prescription drugs. So the most that you'll pay out of pocket for prescription drugs in 2025 is $2,000. That sounds like a lot of money, and it is, but it's really not when you look at the total cost of some of these drugs. Some people were paying, by the time they go through the deductible phase, the copay phase, the gap phase, that donut hole that everybody hated so much, the donut hole went away. And then the catastrophic phase where you're only paying 5%, but that can still be a lot of money. Some people are paying $6,000-$8,000 a year out of pocket for their prescription drugs. The Inflation Reduction Act ended that in 2025. Your total cap was $2,000. Some people hit that in January, February. Some people don't hit it at all. Now, that's a good thing. It helped a lot of people, but the main problem is there's a cost associated with that. And Medicare put the burden on the drug manufacturers and the prescription drug insurance companies, okay? Mostly the insurance companies. And this happened in the summer of 2024. What was happening in the summer of 2024, we were several months, just a few months away from a very, very contentious presidential election. And so what happened was, because of this, because they put a $2,000 cap on your out-of-pocket, that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That helped a lot of people. but somebody has to pay for it. That money has to come from somewhere. So what happened was prescription drug plans, this is also the same time during the year when prescription drug plans are submitting their plans to the government for approval. The government started getting these plans for approval and noticed that what happened, premiums were going way up, lots way up. They were shuffling formularies around. So drugs that were tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, tier 4. Some drugs were removed from the formula. They weren't covering them at all. And copays were going way up. And so what did the Biden administration notice was, oh my goodness, this has unintended negative consequences on consumers, on Medicare beneficiaries. We can't have this during an election year. So they enacted through policy only, without the authorization of Congress, what's called the Medicare Part D Premium Stabilization Demonstration Program. Again, that's a long word for saying we have to bail out our own program. So they subsidize the plans. They put a bunch of money in. It's been a year later, we still don't know how much money this program cost. The Congressional Budget Office had no idea at the time. I don't think that I've seen any cost estimates for how much this costs so far, but it cost a lot of money. Now, what it did was it was optional. Plans did not have to participate in the program, although I think most of them did. The main thing that it did was it subsidized the plans, so they gave them money on the back end for everybody that was participating in the program. And the main thing that it did for consumers is it limited the annual increase in premiums for Part D prescription drug plans to a $35 increase. So the most they could go up on premiums is $35 a month. So we're talking about standalone prescription drug plans that some people are paying $0 for, or $12 or $25. They were going to go up by a lot of money. And so this program limited the increase to $35 a month. Some plans didn't participate in them. Some plans went up $35 a month. Some plans didn't go up at all. Some plans went down in price. I got to tell you, I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know how this works. I don't know how they make money. It's all back end money from the government and from people who don't spend the money, people who don't use the plans, low utilization customers. They're making up the difference on the high utilization customers who are not profitable. So, as I predicted last year, it's going to cause prices to go up on everybody when really, although it's a good thing, it limited their cost. We had lots of clients that saved a lot of money this year versus what they paid last year. It's a very small percentage of people actually hit that $2,000 cap. I gave you some numbers last year. I gave you some predictions. You can go back and watch that video. I'll even put a link to it in the description down below. Go back and look at my prediction, and we'll see in a few weeks how that held true, because the reports are starting to come out now. That's why I wanted to make this video, and it's going to go long. I've got a lot to tell you in this one because it's a big deal. It's going to affect you this year. So the program, the Stabilization Demonstration Program ends at the end of 2025, but it was allowed to be extended at the discretion of CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Medicare. They just announced, it's been about a month ago, I've been waiting to give you this video till I gather some more information, that they are going to extend it for 2026, and they are going to limit the plan to participate to a $50 increase in monthly premiums. So the most that they can go up on your premiums is $50 a month. $50 a month, a lot of money. It doesn't mean they have to go up $50. That just means that's the most that they can go up. That's really not going to help them. They did increase the subsidy. So Medicare gives them money on the back end. Remember, there's a reimbursement. It's subsidized anyway, but this program gave them even more money. And that's called the National Average Monthly Bid Amount and Government Subsidy. And that is $239.27. The national base premium. So this is like what they consider to be the average monthly premium for a prescription drug plan across the nation is $38.99. And again, they're going to limit your premium increases to $50 a month, up from $35 a month. So again, we don't know what the plans are going to do because they haven't, it's not even September 1st. They haven't released that data to us yet. If you're on a plan now, whether that is a standalone prescription drug plan, a PDP, because you have a Medicare supplement, you have original Medicare A and B, and then a supplement like a Plan G or a Plan N or a Plan F. You probably also have a standalone prescription drug plan. Some people don't even realize they have them because the premium may be very low, may even be zero, just comes out of your Social Security check. It's a few bucks. You don't even notice it if you don't use it. Some people have them, they pay for them. They pay in, somewhere between $0 and $89 or $90 a month for it. It's going to go up or it's going to go away, and you've got to take action. If your plan goes away, your company may or may not auto-enroll you in another plan if you take no action. If it doesn't auto-enroll you in another plan, you may be left with nothing, and then you may start accruing that late enrollment penalty that we've talked about so much, which, by the way, is based on the national base premium of $38.99. So that was a lot of information. I went really fast. Here's the source. If you want to go there, I'll put a link to this also. It is just simply medicare.gov 2026 Medicare Part D bid information and Part D premium stabilization demonstration parameters. I'll put a link down below. If you enjoyed this video, if you found the information helpful, I know it's confusing, confuses me. I talk really fast. Give us a call. We'll walk you through it. We'll help you understand your plan and what you need to do this October. Give us a call. The number is 830-217-6711. If you found it helpful, or you even found that you figured out that you didn't know what you didn't know, and now you know you don't know, and now you need to know, you call us, give us a thumbs up down below. That helps YouTube get this video out to other people who are seeking the same information as you were today. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when we upload another helpful video. I've got more coming your way, updates for 2026, what you need to be thinking about this October into next year. There's going to be more changes. There's going to be more upheaval. Coming next is what's going on in the Medicare Advantage market. There's been a lot of speculation about what's happening. A lot of carriers, insurance companies are pulling out of the market. They're dropping PPOs. They're not paying agents commissions to sell certain plans, which means they're probably not going to show them to you, even if they are the best for you. Agents aren't going to, they don't want to work for free, so they're not going to show you the plans that don't pay them. You need to know that. You need to know about all of the plans. That's what we do here at Turning 65 Solutions. We show you everything, and then you can make the decision on what works the best for you. Even if we don't get paid, we work for you, not the insurance company. So give us a call, 830-217-6711, or look at us up on the web at T65S.com. Until the next video, folks, we hope you have a great day. Bye.